All right, let's have some piano. All right, let's see here. There we go. Hi, everyone. Welcome. This is lesson 2 in our Adult Beginner Greatest Hits lesson series. So, last time we learned the very first song. It was Love Me Tender, right? But this time we're going to be moving on to the second song, and that's our Edelweiss from The Sound of Music. All right, so it's going to be a lot of fun. But before we get started, do a couple things for me, okay? Like and share this video, please, and let everybody know that you're learning piano with me, okay? It's definitely a very helpful thing you can do, okay? The next is subscribe, right? So you're already here on YouTube watching your lessons, having a grand old time. If you don't want to miss a lesson, hit subscribe so that way you can keep up with everything that I'm teaching, okay? Very good. Next, if you want to join us on our Discord server, I would highly recommend that because we learn together, not just piano, we also have a community that we're building, right? So a community of people that are learning piano, they're all on their own piano journeys, but we're there to support each other, right? So we get to post videos, we get to give comments on all of our friends' videos, giving them thumbs up, and keeping them motivated to keep practicing, right? We're all on different journeys, but we're all available to support each other, okay? So join us on Discord. The invitation link is in my campsite at the bottom in the description of this video, okay? Very good. And then finally, I am on Patreon. Patreon is how you make sure that I have food on my table. So if you want to join Patreon, pick a tier. I have different tiers from $5 a month all the way up to $90 a month that you can join. And if you're looking for private lessons, that highest tier is definitely the one for you, okay? I'd love to see you on there. I'm nearing my very first goal of 100 patrons, and I want you to be part of that Founders family, okay? So 10 more spots available for those that want to be part of the Founders family. And we have a lot of really amazing things coming up. I cannot wait to share them with you on Patreon, okay? So pick something that works for you. Thanks again. All right, let's get to the music, right? So Edelweiss, we talked about this. This is like classic Rogers and Hammerstein, right? The Sound of Music, that iconic music film, right? The person who sang Edelweiss in The Sound of Music was Christopher Plummer, right? So if you remember, he actually passed away earlier this year, which actually was a little bit sad because he was such a big, influential actor as well as a huge supporter of the arts. So I love that we're going to be learning this one today, okay? So turn to page 3 in your Greatest Hits book. All right, we're in level 1 of our Greatest Hits book. If you haven't ordered this, also, you can hop on Discord and look in the books channel. That link will be in there as well, okay? All right. Now, looking at Edelweiss here, I see we are in 3/4 time. Okay, so 3 beats a measure, right? I also see the tempo marking. It says moderately fast, okay? Not crazy fast, but not slow either. It's like a nice moderate tempo, okay? I do see that the dynamic marking at the beginning is a piano, okay? And it keeps going piano, piano. There's a little bit of a diminuendo. And then it looks like on line 3, it goes up to a mezzo forte. All right, we have a little bit of crescendo and diminuendo on line 4, down to piano, and then at the very end, we have a diminuendo, okay? So that's like a pretty basic rundown of the dynamics of this piece, okay? Now, looking here at our hand position, because that's where we pretty much need to figure out where we are and how this is going to sound, I noticed something, okay? The very first initial chord for the left hand is a G below middle C with a B, but I see my finger numbers. They gave me a finger 5 and a finger 3. So this is telling me that we're actually going to put our left hand in the G position in the middle, right? That's the left hand. Let me switch to piano view so you can see exactly where my hand is, okay? Let's give that a try. All right, excellent. So it says finger 5 on this G here, with the finger 3 on that B. Now, for the next note in that first measure, it has a D. But look, it says finger 1. So it's actually telling us that a finger 1 thumb is going to be here shared with that left hand finger 1 thumb. So it's kind of like we did butterfly position. You know, we usually do that in middle C position. We shifted up and we're calling this a middle D position, okay? I'm going to put my fingers exactly where they go, and if you need to pause this video to see and check, you do so, okay? All right, so that's the middle D position. Now, to start this piece, I'm actually going to put my left hand down, and I'm going to play my right hand notes first for the whole song, okay? So because of that, we've got 2 empty beats at the beginning, but that's perfectly fine. We can do that, all right? In the second measure, I see we actually have an F sharp. So I'm going to put my finger 3 up on that black key already. So I'm anticipating it, okay? I will say my note names as I play in the right hand. Let's see how it goes, okay? 1, 2, 3, ready, play. D, F sharp and A, hold. G, hold, D, rest, 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 E, 2, 3, D, 2, 3, rest, D, F sharp and A, hold, G, hold, D, rest, 2, 3, rest, 2, D, E, F sharp, G, 2, 3, and again, G, 2, 3, A, D, F sharp, E, D, rest, D, G, 2, 3, E, 2, G, A, 2, G, D, and F sharp, 2, 3, down to a D, 2, 3, rest, D, F natural and A, 3, E and G, 2, D, rest, 2, 3, rest, D, E, F sharp, G, 2, 3, G, 2, 3 with a fermata. All right, yes, so that was the initial right hand of our Edelweiss, okay? Now you notice like some really interesting rest patterns, obviously, because it looks like the melody itself is shared between the left hand and the right hand, which I think lends itself to the reason why it's got the middle D position versus having our hands separated, right? Typically when your hands are separated, it's either one hand or the other that has the melody, but in this case it's like interwoven together, so it's actually very special. So I liked all the F sharps that were in there too. They were nice. At the very bottom of the song, measure 26, that F natural totally surprised me. It's like a color change. It's really, really cool to be able to see that and hear it, right? So anticipate that coming at measure 26. I'm going to circle that third, the F and A, because it's an F natural. Like we've gotten so accustomed to playing F sharps in this song that an F natural is like, whoa, a big surprise. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's see if we can play the left hand by itself now. You'll feel that the left hand is a lot more grounding because it has a lot of like the roots of each and every chord notated. So you'll feel like that one's a little bit more put together than the right hand, okay? All right, let's switch back to piano view. Okay. All right, so looking here, we've got that middle D position, right? I'm gonna put that left hand thumb on D and fan out those fingers, okay? We're starting with a 5 on G and a 3 on B, okay? I will also say my note names as I play this time through, okay? So listen very carefully. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. G and B, 2, 3. C, D, C, G and B, 2, 3. C, G, A, G and B, 2, G and B, G and B, C, D, C, A, B, C, B, A, G and B, 2, 3. C, D, C, G and B, 2, 3. C, G, A, G and B, 2, 3. A and C, 2. D, C and D, B, A, G and B, 2, 3. Now we have A and C, 2, 3. A and C, 2, 3. G and B, 2, 3. B, C, D, C and G, 2, 3. Now an A and C sharp, 2, 3. Rest. A, B, C, B, A, G and B, 2, 3. B, C, D, C, 2, 3. C, G, A, G and B, 2, 3. A and C, 2. D, C, B, A, G and B, 2, 3 with a fermata. Very good. I like how it says slower at the end too. It definitely brings the song to a close. Marvelous work. Okay. Now, you see how it's a lot more grounding, right? It feels like that's like the basis of this whole melodic line, right? But you see how it intertwines, right? Every now and then, the left hand gets the melody where it says, every morning you'll greet me, right? Small and white, clean and bright, you look happy to meet me, right? It's nice. It's so nice. I like that, the back and forth between both hands. So that's what it pretty much sounds like, hands apart, okay? You'll also notice there are like a ton of slurs in this song, and for good reason, right? It's definitely a slur, a legato type of song. Like you've got that long melody. It's got to transfer from the left hand all the way across to the right hand, right? And that's the thing. You want to make sure that those phrases are all the way across, right? You don't want it to be disjointed or broken up into pieces, and then it doesn't sound exactly right, okay? So let's see if we can play Edelweiss hands together, but I'm going to do it very slowly and focus on the slurs and the dynamics, okay? Let's give it a try. All right. So I'm in my middle D position here. There it is with my left hand 5 and 3 on G and B. And then my right hand thumb is on D with my F sharp and my A, okay? We're focusing on legato playing, okay? I'm gonna play it a little bit slower so you can hear those melodic phrases across the lines. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. I love it. I think it's a fantastic song. It's one of those songs that reminds me a lot of my childhood, just from watching The Sound of Music so often. Being in a musical family, I think it's almost like a essential viewing to have The Sound of Music. So I love that we're learning this today. So were you able to keep those long melodic lines? It really makes a difference from left hand all the way across the line to the right hand. It keeps that melody sustained. It's also very important to make sure that those long notes, like the half notes and the dotted half notes, that you actually hold them out, right? You don't want to unnecessarily cut a note short and have that be like, that was supposed to be the harmony in a chord that was supposed to make. And then it ended up being not there, and then it doesn't feel as full or alive as it could have felt. So I think with that, I think we should probably play it again, because that initial time that I played it hands together, that was quite slow, okay? With the correct tempo notation at moderately fast, I think it should be much quicker. And I would like to give you a chance to hear it without all of my commentary. But being your teacher, you got to hear it first with all of that, right? Because I'm showing you and telling you when these things are supposed to be happening, right? Now let's hear it without all that jazz. All right, let's give it a try. All right, here. Middle D position. Moderately fast, so you'll hear my tempo and my count off much quicker, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. Very nice. Excellent work on this piece. So keep the practice up. If you want to just work on certain phrases at a time, I think that's also a very good idea. So practice plan on this one. I would say if you can do from the beginning all the way until measure 14, 15, 16, the end of measure 16, and work on that for a good long while. See if you can get that just right. Okay, that's where it breaks at where it comes in, it says blossom of snow. Then, when you're comfortable with that first half of the piece, then try to learn the second half, okay? You'll understand that part of the second part of it is related to the first part. I mean, it's very similar with some key differences, okay? Dynamics, legato, tempo, phrasing. These are the things that really, really make this way more musical than just notes on a page. This is communicating a message, right? It's someone longing for their homeland. That's a big deal, right? If you think of like so many of these people that have left their homeland, whether it be under, war conditions or famine or some sort of humanitarian crisis. I mean, there's so many things out there. That's why this song means so much to so many people. So keep that in mind as you're learning the piece. It's communicating this very, very strong, poignant message. Okay? Wonderful. I love it. It's one of my favorites. So if you enjoyed that, let me know. Okay, so I guess that concludes our lesson. Very nice. Very good on Edelweiss. In 2 weeks, I'll have the next lesson posted, and let's see what our third song is. I think you're gonna, oh, yes. We've got My Heart Will Go On from Titanic. Oh my gosh. That was a very terrible, very off-key intro. Good thing I'm teaching the piano and not teaching the singing. That's all right. All right, awesome. So let's talk a little bit here. I'm on Patreon. Yeah, I mention this every time, but it's important. There's so many things happening. I have 90 patrons now. I need 10 more to close out the Founders family, okay? And what's really important about the Founders family is they are my ride or die crew, right? They're my people. They stuck with me from the very beginning. So if you find that you're one of those people that's like a ride or die, like join me for the Founders family, okay? We'll have special things only for the Founders, right? I'll have some really amazing stuff. If you join at the $20 tier or higher, amazing things happening there, okay? You get access to everything. That's literally called the all access tier, right? Not only just these lessons, but you get invitation only events, you get voting rights on Patreon, you get like all kinds of special designations. So I'd love to have you on Patreon. Again, join us on Discord, right? So that's the piano learning community, right? If you find that you're like totally alone in your learning, come join us. We're really nice and we're very supportive, okay? There is not one wrong thing that you can ask in Discord. You're separated into your class channels. You are surrounded by very helpful and very nice peers that are also learning the piano along with you. It's really, really great. And you get feedback from me. Like, that's literally one-on-one. Like, I'm on Discord more than anything. So if you want to have access to me, join Discord. All right, and last, subscribe, right? So you're already here watching this lesson. It's fun, I know, like, and it's so funny, like, I pull up the stats for my YouTube, my viewers. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's like only 20% of you are subscribed. Only 20%. The other 80% of you are just finding me randomly. But if you hit the button, that helps me, okay? That helps me. I'm so incredibly close to 5,000 subscribers. I want to get, like, I want to shoot for the moon here, right? Like, do you have another piano teacher on YouTube that's as cool and as fun as me? I'll toot my own horn here. La la la! But, you know, we have fun here. And it's not just these videos, right? I'm a real person. I want to get to know you. Right? I want to help you with your piano journey. I want to help you reach your piano learning goals. And that's my goal here, right? So, subscribe. You know how to hit the button, all right? Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, we had a really good time today. Edelweiss is one of my favorite songs. I'm so happy you're able to learn it today. Now keep practicing and hop on the Discord and drop a little video if you need some help, okay? I'll see you later.